What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV.
Hello, but welcome back again to BlueClouds Media. I pushed the wrong button again. Oh Lord, what did I do? Yeah, exactly. Welcome back to the show. My name is Nizal, as usual. Yeah, listen, guys. So let's talk. We're gonna talk about Chelsea. Yes, big game at Stamford Bridge against Everton. Everton are on good. I'll say on top of their game right now. We need to talk about Chelsea after the heartbreak in Italy on Tuesday against Atlanta. The boys are back at the bridge, and there is no room for error hours. There's no room for error today at all. We've got Everton coming to town, Stamford Bridge, and David Moyes. David Moyes, man, always love to make things very ugly for Chelsea. We got some massive news as it is coming as Cobham. At this moment, Cole Palmer, the icy cold, is back again in the starting lineup. Will he start or will he come from the bench? As there's been a few reports from Enzo Maresca, still insists that Palmer still have some groin problem with some pain in between his at his groin at this moment. But that is right. Cole Palmer is what we're talking about, and fully fit and ready to kick off. But there is a twist here. There is a big twist. We are missing an engine man, the one that controls the midfield, Moises Caicedo, who is also suspended, 7 is last suspension. Last game for him to return fully to the squad again. How do we cope without Moises Caicedo? Does Fofana start after his scary eye injury? Or we will look into the team news, the injury list, and my predicted 11 right here. But I want to hear from you as you guys watching me live, whatever platform you're watching me, whether X or YouTube. Let me know exactly where you got these on your screen. Get into the live chat right now. Drop your blue hat or your whatever hat you're wearing right now. Drop it in the comment section below and tell me what's your score prediction for today's game will look like, or what's your predicted lineup will also look like. So, as usual, like I said, Nizan is here. We'll take you guys through the next hour of live streaming. So stick with us. Do not go anywhere. Nizan. Maybe we could get Stephen G from the stadium and also see what it looks like or how things have been shaped in the stadium. Stick with me, Nizan, and myself here. We'll take you guys an hour of live streaming. Stick with us. Right back. Welcome back again to the show. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the problem that Chelsea faces each and every year. When the Christmas festivity is up, games doesn't really go well for the inexperienced Chelsea. Enzo Maresca is going through a lot himself, but he hasn't helped himself. He hasn't managed the team the way you should say that he should manage the team. A lot of inconsistency changes we've seen last season, and we're still seeing it now. You and I could testify that Enzo Maresca, he is a good manager. I'm not doubting he's a good manager, but football fans don't have that much patience, and they're very, very. I would say sometimes they forget things that early. I've also sat down very well trying to analyze what is going on at this moment with Enzo Maresca, and I said the history or the well done of Roman Abramovich tenure at Chelsea is hunting Enzo Maresca or maybe the new ownership for them to put up a still performance, for them to be able to win trophies and win Premier League as a Roman Abramovich did during his time. These are some of the things that is hitting or hunting the new owners. We have to understand that the model is different, which we all understand it is different. But if you want to continue winning, we did not say do not bring in young players. Understandable. You could bring young players, but blend the young players with experienced players. You get what I'm saying? Because these young players struggle to understand game and manage game day after day. Against Atlanta wasn't a game that Chelsea was supposed to lose. I don't want to, take you guys back to that the painful experience or that football that you guys watch on, during the week. I don't want to do that. But I'm just trying to outline something that maybe we are overlooking here. Enzo Maresca is a good manager, but sometimes you have to analyze things in a different way. That invented wingback situation. It works very well when you're playing the likes of Arsenal, the big teams. But when your problem from last season to now has been you beating the smaller teams, losing against Luton Town last season, was it Ipswich last season, struggling against Ipswich last season was uncalled for. Losing to Leeds United, was it Brentford this season? At Stamford Bridge, struggling against those smaller teams is where Enzo Maresca fans find it difficult to understand his philosophy or his idea of seeing football. That is where he has to do better. But I'm sure if he gets that right, no one cares about how many changes. But if your changes or maybe your rotation is working, I don't think the fans will complain that much. But your rotation is not working perfectly like you're supposed to, fans will complain. They will boo you, they will boo the entire team, which to me, I don't condone bullying players because you have to support them. That's when they're down and you expect your team to support them. So, like I said, Nizam is here. Wherever you're watching us from, please do me a favor to like, comment, and subscribe to BlueClouds Media BCM Sports. My name is Nizam. If it's the first time watching me, let's see what we have here on the screen here. Daniel Knight, I want to see Estavo Williams and Cole Palmer link up. I am Enzo Maresca out because losing to 13th place leads is a disgrace, and draw against Bournemouth not good enough from Daniel Knight. I understand why, but Daniel Knight, I want you to consider a few things. I understand. I was there. If you look at my match reaction, that little video that I've made, you can tell that this is not me. I'm speaking from. I'm being reactional, and I'm really, really upset to that situation. That's why I came up with that video. But anyway, so I'll be surprised if Chelsea drop points against Everton at Stamford Bridge because we are not playing well and not playing good football, and I'm going 1-1. So I will not be surprised from what he's saying, that the Knight is saying. And all right, big up to you. It says Yanila Dominic. Is it Dominic? But big up to you, bro. Your comment came in many times. I don't know if it's spammy. No, I don't think it's spammy, but it's a language I don't understand. I wish Google could translate that for me right now. I don't understand what this guy said. All right, let me see something real quick here. Not getting what's going on with the screen. It's crazy here. Second here, I don't really like messing with this. Let's try it now and see how that works. I think this monitor good enough. Anyway, like I said, we will look into. I can't hear myself. Don't know if you guys can hear. Put it down. I don't know. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Well, let me know if you guys can hear me. Thank you very much. He said our problem is Maresca. Let's be honest. He believes that Enzo Maresca is the problem. That's what my brother here is saying. I don't know if I can hear myself very carefully. Something has got a bit disconnected here, and I can hear. Give me a second, guys. So give me a second. Let me check my audio connection. Yep. I could tell why. All right, all right. Guys, let me know if you can hear me. If you can hear me. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section below. I can't hear nothing right now. I can't hear nothing. Something's got disconnected. Yeah. I'm trying to figure it out. Yep. Now I can hear myself. Trying to figure it out. Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you. So you don't play right back. It says you don't play right back in the 10 position. Absolutely. This is something that I said earlier on by playing the right back. And he has two of them. He has two of the right back. He has James and has Malo Gusto controlling the midfield. And I was like, what is going on? Enzo Maresca, you in the first half, you could tell Atlanta has no room. Chelsea took the steam out of Atlanta. They had no room. They were doing nothing. They couldn't really figure out Chelsea until some unnecessary changes, bringing in, taking a like for like center back. I understand Fofana, but sometimes, guys, look, I've watched football many times where players play with head injuries, players play with concussion, even players play with one arm being bandaged to finish a whole 90 minutes. I've watched games like that before. I understand taking risks. Then you brought in Tosin. Tosin was not bad. He did not do anything wrong. But this game, that game that we watched during the week, really was a game that it needed Estavio Williams. The game was calling for Estavio Williams. So my problem is, what was he doing? Why was he not bringing him on? Yeah, just trying to figure. Oh Lord, thank you very much. I, I don't know how. I don't know how. So for all this time, to be honest with you, Cole Palmer, for if you haven't said it, Daniel Knight also said it. If you guys haven't said this now, for all this time that I've been talking, no one could hear me. It won't be surprised where I wouldn't have even have people watching right now because no one can hear me. No one said nothing. People came in trolling, but refused to say anything. But anyway, let me say something here. It's sometimes very annoying when you think you got everything going, but hopefully I can hear myself now, isn't it? Yep. Okay. It's not moving. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Cole Palmer and Daniel Knight. Thank you for giving me the feedback because I couldn't tell whether I could hear myself or I could hear myself here. And always it sounds okay, but without seeing that I was being muted on StreamYard. Okay, Daniel Knight said, I'm not happy with this lineup. Why is he not starting Estavio Williams? I thought so. I thought so because he played only 45 minutes against Atlanta. So in this game, you expect Estavio Williams to be in the starting 11. And lots of, hopefully, he knows what he's doing. Enzo Maresca knows what he's doing. Maybe we don't know what we're seeing. That's what he's trying to tell us. Maybe there should be a super sub from the bench in the second half. Maybe he might come from the bench in the second half and change things. Who would they come in for? Maybe Alejandro Garnacho. Pedro Neto will move on to the left hand side. He stays on the right hand side. Or maybe Cole Palmer. Remember, guys, Cole Palmer, I don't think he's ready to play a full 90. Enzo Maresca made noise about his grown pain. So I'm having the feeling that Cole Palmer will not play 90. He might end up playing 60 minutes. And then Estavio Williams comes in the second half to, control the game or play in that that number 10 role. That's what I'm feeling. I'm having the feeling he will do. All right. Daniel Celestavio did not start in the UCL. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. I was even saying, why is he not bringing him on? But yeah, you should expect him to at least start this game. Start this game. But I don't know. He's still protecting him. I don't know. I find it very difficult to understand certain things from Enzo Maresca. Jean Pedro would do nothing. Absolutely. He hasn't been doing something for a very long time. So I don't know what he's going to do. Hopefully, today will be his day. Today will be Joao Pedro's day. Hopefully, because he got a goal against Atlanta. Maybe the goal drought is definitely going to fade out for him to start scoring goals. He need to. He need to because after the club World Cup, he hasn't been good at all. He hasn't shown us what he can do, and if it's not pushing his weight, he might not end up being the Brazilian squad for the upcoming World Cup. He need to perform. He need to perform. Yeah, the squad is out. As Aziz King, the squad is out. That's what we have on the screen, Aziz. It says I can't hear you. You can't hear me? Oh, guys, let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Because I thought you can, because I'm not muted here. I'm not muted at all. So I'm surprised. Guys, give me one update if you can hear me. Give me a thumb up or thumb down if you can, please. Let me see. No, you guys can hear me because I have a video on here and I can tell. I can hear myself here, so you should be able to hear me. No, you guys can hear me because I have a video on here and I can tell. I can hear myself. Cole Palmer said, "Oh, good." Okay, Daniel said, "Oh, good." Thank you very much, Daniel. Cole Palmer said, "Nee, I think Maresca and the board not on the same page anymore. the sporting director is not listening to him. Daniel, um, I would say it'll be difficult. It'll be very difficult to say now on the same page because it's not like in the we're having any transfer dealings now. You get what I'm saying? The transfer is over. The transfer is over now at this moment, and the players that we can afford to bring in, they are already in. So if we complain about Maresca, sporting directors, owners not in the same page, it really doesn't help the team. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't really help the team because now we already got the players. Maresca has to work with what he has. You get what I'm saying? And if you compare what Pochettino really, his reason why he was being sacked is he was not willing to let certain players go. But Enzo Maresca was willing to work with what he has. That's a difference. He was willing to keep Taloba at the football club. He was willing to keep what's his name again? Conor Gallagher. He wasn't willing to sell Gallagher either. And I'm not saying that Enzo Maresca is a yes man. Enzo Maresca is showing that he can work with what he has. And has it been bad or has it been good? It's still in the early stages to say. He's still got a chance to make it to the top 8 in the Champions League. He's got 2 more games to go, and I'm sure they are winnable. He can win them and make it through. He has to play Pafos at Stamford Bridge, and he has to play Napoli. He can win those 2 games and make the top 8 without trying to go and fight playoff to make it to the round of 16 or whatever you want to say, to the next stage. In the Premier League, it's still in the early stages. A team can pick up a form, go on a run, and then drop. Just like we've seen with Aston Villa. Beginning of the season, they were not doing well. All of a sudden, they've won 8 games in a row. And in the Premier League right now, one loss can bring it all the way down to the middle of the table or even down to like in the 10th place. One loss. Arsenal lost a game and drew a game, and look at where they are. And we all know they have 100% record in the Premier League. I'm not saying that Chelsea are going to go on and win the Premier League. No, far from that. But I still believe that they'll put up a good fight. A fight that at the end of the season, we can say, okay, Chelsea placed 3rd or he was 2nd, but just maybe 8 points underneath the team that won the Premier League. That's my only problem. We have to close that gap. Whichever gap we left last season, for now, we were 4th last season. But how many gap difference from last season to the one that won the league? I want us to close that gap up if we can win it. Enzo Maresca and his boys have to close the gap. The next season, we can have a very, I'll say, high chance of competing, challenging, and even winning it if we close the gap. And that's what Arsenal have been doing for the past 6 years. Close the gap, be in the 2nd place, be in the 3rd place, be in the 2nd place. Now they feel this is the right time for them to win it. Can they win it? I'm not so sure. Because they've not won it in a very long time. I think 96 or 97. That's a very long time since they won it. So it's all about closing the gap. Closing the gap. Next year there will be more maturity. Reece James will not be. Reece James is not a young player. He's a Premier League experienced player, and he's got a lot of maturity in his game. So add some of these new players that came in this season. Alejandro Garnacho has a lot of Premier League experience. He's not a young kid. He is young. That's why sometimes I say, let's look at young and experience. It's 2 different things. There are young players that have gained, but they have gained a lot of exposure on the highest level. So they've gained a lot of Premier League experience. Enzo Fernandez is one of them. Moises Caicedo is also one of them. Reece James, also young, but very experienced. Very, very experienced. He's won a Champions League before. So we can't even put him in that category. You can't put Reece James as a young player and inexperienced. No. Reece James is an experienced player. Enzo Fernandez, also experienced player, but he's young. He can be in the young category, but then he is very experienced. He played his first World Cup and even became the youngest player in that tournament. He's played in the Copa America and won that competition. So yeah. Tosi, I wouldn't count him because I don't see him being there next season. He will leave. So yeah, let's look at what we have on our screen a bit like for like, defensive wide. Jack Grealish will come face to face with Malo Gusto. That's the battle I will be looking at in today's fixture. Also, O'Brien Indai is the name. Indai is the player we have to watch in. This guy will cause a lot of problem in our 18. He is a good player. To me, I feel like he is underrated. I would love him at Chelsea. He is good with his foot, both foot, very, very skillful. Elimani Dye. Elimani Dye is a dangerous player that Chelsea have to keep their mind on. Marco Cucurella, can he pocket him? Can he stop him for costing minutes? I'm sure he can. He's going to face the likes of Wesley Fofana and Marco Cucurella. They can mark him off. They can mark him off. And here, Jack Grealish will be facing Trevor Chalobah, Reece James, and Malo Gusto in this department. Jack Grealish, this is where he operates. He operates on this Chelsea's right-hand side. So here, he will be controlled by these top defenders here, and I'm not worried at all. But here, Eleman Ndai is the problem here. And Fernandez, he's not that good defensively. You get what I'm saying? Fernandez is not that good defensively. But I believe that the Fofana over there will probably help him out. And then Marco Cucurella also in that position will help him out to keep that left-hand side secure. Let me get in the comment section. Maresca need to go back to basic according to Cole Palmer. I think we got a midfielder in January. That is what they're a young player, right? If it's going to be a midfielder, not an experienced midfielder, but a young player. And I've seen some news about him. But my problem is if there are certain people that I do take a lot of information from. If they don't report it, I don't take it serious. You get what I'm saying? If my sources don't put those things out, I don't follow those news. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. They are level on point with us at this moment. Yeah, I do agree. It will work out. Look, we have to remember all these teams have to play each other again. I'm not even sure we finished the first round. We haven't. The first round is not done. Now we're gonna start the second round. So we haven't started the second round. We're still in the first round. We have to play City. There's a few teams we still have to play. Everton is one of them. So let's keep going. Let's keep hopefully Enzo Maresca can turn the ship around. All right. All right, here, what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to pin this thing. It won't let me. All right. So, like I said, this is what we have. We gotta deal with these. We turn up in big games, and we don't smash the smaller teams. Yeah, we struggle, and that is what I said beginning of the stream. If you guys can remember, beginning of the stream, I said it's about time that Enzo Maresca figure certain things out because it's time for Enzo Maresca to figure things out. Last season, he struggled beating the low blocks, and this season he still hasn't improved in beating that low block. And why do we struggle against the low block? Why? Because we don't have the players. We brought in one in the summer transfer window. We're supposed to bring in players that can really work very well. And I thought Sancho could have been the best player because he was a revelation last season and how we could beat those low blocks. Sancho was better, but then he couldn't sign for us. He couldn't, accept our offer, and then moved on to Aston Villa. But Gettins is also a problem. Gettins is the player that is good with 1v1. Very, very good. Alejandro Garnacho, he relied more on pace. Alejandro Garnacho relied more on pace to running behind the players and cause problems. he is more of running behind defenders. But the one that is so good with 1v1 is Jamie Gettins, and he hasn't helped himself. He has been very poor. He has been very, very poor. So getting this, and it's not working. Guys, I'm getting information. I'm trying to click on it. It's not working. But anyway, I'm gonna try and wrap up here. Almost 40 minutes on the dot. Guys, drop your prediction. Because the game will kick off very, very soon. I'm going at 3-1 Chelsea. I'm going at 3-1, 2-3-1. That's a 3-1. I'm going to 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea. What are you guys going in for? I'm going for 2-1 Chelsea at this moment. Let me know what you guys make of the score line. Wherever you're watching us from, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're first time watching me, my name is Nizam. As usual, being here to entertain, to get you engaged, and to interact with you. Have a nice conversation, respectable conversation. And as usual, we are looking at another winger from Cole Palmer. Absolutely. Cole Palmer said 1-1. 1-1 Cole Palmer. Palmer, you going 1-1? Come on. I'm going 2-1. I know we struggle, and David Moyes like to sit deep sometimes. But Stamford Bridge, we're playing at Stamford Bridge. I know we've lost to Leeds United at Stamford Bridge. We've lost to did we lose to Brentford at Stamford Bridge? I think we lost to Brentford at Stamford Bridge. Was it Brentford? Yeah, Brentford at Stamford Bridge, if I can remember. But yeah, I understand. But I'm going for a 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea. Eleman and Die is a troublemaker. And Die is a troublemaker. I'm going a 2-1 Chelsea. Unless I see something else. With the starting lineup, my only problem with the lineup on the screen will be Estavo Williams not starting. He's going with Gettins. Cole Palmer will not play 90 minutes. Guys, Palmer will not play 90 minutes. I'm having the feeling that he won't play 90 minutes. I'm having that feeling. Trust me. So he will come in the midfield to change things up. So guys, I think that I've gone through pretty much almost everything. Everything relying on Enzo Maresca. He's thinking, well, I'm gonna watch the tactical changes that he's gonna make in today's game. I will be keeping my eyes on it. And I think that I've gone through everything, and I'll catch you guys right after the game. Either I'll go live or I'll post the video. So watch out for those videos that comes in. Thank you all, and stick with us, and pray. Let's pray hard. Let's support the team, and it's always the best way to do is to support the team when they are down, not to leave them isolated. Yeah, let's not leave them hanging. They're struggling. We need to support them. Enzo Maresca, let's pray for him that his thinking for today's game will really help the team, elevate the team, and win the team to win convincingly. That's what I'm praying for. So, guys, thank you all for tuning in today. Lil Desperados, like I always say. Cole Palmer, Daniel Knight, everyone there. Guys, enjoy the game. I'll see you guys again same time. Hopefully after the game or tomorrow. Bye for now.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the